I don't think I have lived my life to please God or man. I've lived my life to bless, to help, to be a blessing to all. Because I don't want them to suffer, and I do want them to have the desires of their heart. I know, along with God, that some of the desires will be anything but joy to them. But they must have something of the fulfillment of their desires if those desires still drive them. And if they're not good, they must find out that their eternity is not contaminated with such, but blessed by such, in that they know that's not the way to go. In their very heart and centre, they know the way to go, and it's not that way. So I haven't helped and blessed you because I want to please God. I helped and blessed you because I want to bless you. I want you to be fulfilled, and I want you to have life eternal. Is this pleasing to God? Oh, I'm sure it is. But that's not the reason for me doing it. I do it because this is what I value. And I would try to do it even if God did not exist. Because that's what I value. You know, it is Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego. If our God does not rescue us, still we will not worship you. We know what we value, and it's not you. Well, of course, the reality of the harshness of life, he can force worship, but he can't force love. And I'm not commanded to worship no other gods when appalling evil pressure is upon me to do so. I'm required only to love God. Because that's what he wants. And I love him. I thank God he wants me to love him. I'm so glad he wants me to love him. Do I do things to please him? I do things because I love him. Is that the same or different? I'm not sure. But I do know I do it because I love him. And because I want to love him more. Why do I want to love him more? Because I'm filled with gratitude when I see all his kindness, not just to me, but to all life. What a simply wonderful person. That's why we love him. Might look very egotistical in some ways, mightn't it? I value that which is of value to me. Why is it of value to me if someone I don't know is happy rather than not happy? Because I don't want them to be unhappy. Why is this in me this desire for them not to be unhappy. Because I empathize with anyone in sorrow or unhappiness, and I don't want it to happen. Am I peculiar in this regard? No, of course not. We are all like that. It's just that selfish desires get in the way. Shame, isn't it? Never mind. I think God's putting it right. Love you, Dad. Thank you, Dad. Oh, hang on, let me add. No, it's not that I feel I've done nothing, a miserable worm that I am, or something appalling like that. This is not my view. I've been working with my God, doing wonderful things, rescuing people into life eternal. What could be finer and more wonderful? Yes, it's because of his grace. I mean, he didn't need me to do it. Didn't need me to help, except that he wanted to do it with me, because of the fun of doing it with your kids, to help them grow and learn what you do, who you are. That's why he did it, because he's lovely. And yes, I did it. I did that. I did that. I made that. I did that. Because I'm a baby God. I'm growing up. Get out of my way. So I'm not filled with humility. Goodness, how could I be filled with humility? I'm a child of God. Have you any idea what that means? Oh. Love you, Dad. That's what it means. It means I love him to bits. I walk around the estate with him. It's all mine. It's all mine. It's my Dad's, which means I have the freedom of it all. Wow. How do we do it, Dad? How we do this? Why do you do that? What's this for? Why can't we do so and so? Oh, okay. I'm tired now. Can I go and help Mum? Yes, go on then. Because Mum's making some biscuits. Oh, well, I'll be in shortly. I didn't have an ideal childhood with Dad because Mum was poisoning my mind against him. Something terrible. But that doesn't mean I didn't learn what a good dad would be. Wow. All the more. Love you, Dad. So, no, I'm not this epitome of humility, and I've achieved nothing in my life and all the rest of it. I've loved. What could be more important? I know that. And my dad knows that. Thank you, Dad. And am I about to vanish into God? No way. I want to be a friend of God. I have just absolutely loved the way he's been a friend to me. And I wish to continue being a friend to him forever. I don't want to lose myself in him. I want to enjoy his wonderfulness as a good friend to him and to all that he loves, which I understand to be all that he made. And I understand that to be all that ever was made or could be made. Love you, Dad. my dad. As I used to tell my little girl, I'm Dad. I can do anything. I know everything. Then as she matured, she said, you don't know everything, Dad. Can't do everything. So I said, no, but I know the important things, and I can do those, especially as far as you're concerned. Love you to bits, girl. Love you to bits. Thank you, Dad. Is there anything of worth in this universe of the transitory? Of course. What do you think he's got it for? It's a wonderful school. Am I not in debt to my school? Of course I am. Well, I mean, I don't mean the debt is hanging over me. I just mean that, of course, I value it. Do you think I only value the eternal? I value the transitory because it's appropriate in its transitory time. Of course I value it. Is food not transitory in the stomach? Of course it is. It's transitory in the body. Every 7 years we change all our cells, whatever it is. Does that mean I don't value it? Do you mean I don't value my childhood because I grow up? Of course I value my childhood. It's put me in good stead. Well, as far as I can see. So it's not that I don't value the things of this world. I value all the things of this world. They are all made by God. They have all been here because of him, because of his wonderful will. I value everything that is, will be, and has been. I value it as of my God, my wonderful God, my Dad. I value it. I take care of it. I will resurrect it as and when it should be resurrected for the eternal joy of us all. My God is an awesome God. He reigns in heaven above, in wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. Love you, Dad. Thank you, Dad. Hear me, I'm your mum and your dad whilst you are a child, because that's what you need. But as an adult, you need a friend. And I have chosen to need you. I found I needed company. And you are my solution. Bless you. I love my children, and they become my friends. How could they be the fullness of friendship without in some sense being my equal? Does that mean I wasn't their dad? Oh no, of course not. Love you, Dad. Love you too. Thank you, Dad.